Hi, I'm Eric Grunwald, owner of Probate Solutions Colorado and broker, strategist, fiduciary, and advisor with the EXP Realty Company, specifically with the Impact Group. And what we want to talk about today is probate. And if you've recently lost a loved one and found yourself responsible for their assets, whether that be auto, car, home, any assets whatsoever, you're probably feeling overwhelmed, unsure where to start, and maybe even a little stuck. And here's the truth. Most people have never done this before. Most have never been through the probate process. Of all the people that we help, very few have ever been through it before. So what we want to do is help you get through this process so that you can focus on what matters most. And so today we're going to walk you through kind of exactly what to do step by step using a checklist that we give to every family that we work with, so you can avoid the mistakes, save times, make the right decisions, and again, focus on what matters most. Again, for you don't know me, I am Eric Grunwald. I specialize in probate. I am a certified probate expert, and what we do is we help families navigate inherited real estate and all the assets right here in Colorado. I focus specifically in Jefferson County, Colorado, but we could help you anywhere in the state. If we can't help you specifically, we have the right resources to get you there. We have helped dozens of families through this process, from legal coordination, preparing a home to sell, ultimately deciding whether to sell that home, to rent it, keep the property, what to do with all of the other assets, again, vehicles, jewelry, art. There are so many things involved. We are here to make this as easy as possible for you. So in a little bit about me again. So I got into this niche for a couple of reasons. In 2017, I lost my father. At the time, my sister was the executor of the estate, and I watched her struggle. I watched the investors that would call offering 10 cents on the dollar for the house, other investors looking to just get in and seize any assets possible, debt collection, dealing with attorneys, everything to do with the probate process was very difficult for her, and me watching from afar was challenging watching. Fast forward a couple of years in 2022, and that sister of mine passed away. When she passed away, my mother was the executor of the estate. And that's when things changed a lot for me. I had been in real estate now since 2008. Up to this moment right now, we've closed over 440 homes, just myself. And watching people go through probate year in and year out has been very difficult. So I decided to really focus and learn a lot, hence becoming that certified probate expert. And so obviously we're at the tail end of COVID, if you will, when my sister passed away in 2022. Things were still a little weird, but between my mother, who was an educator and English teacher, my wife, who was a nurse by trade, but she became a medical editor and a medical writer, and myself knowing everything, me specifically, with everything I knew about probate, becoming a certified probate expert and everything I knew about real estate, I decided to write a book. So we put this together at the tail end of COVID, called Inherited Home Guide. This is a guide we give to everyone, every family that has questions and is not sure what to do. We're happy to send you a copy. If you want to just shoot me your information, you can look at the links below, and we're happy to get you a copy of this. Quite simply, a quick little brochure of what Probate Solutions Colorado does. And of course, we have a larger pamphlet, just a pamphlet about more of the probate and real estate and how we can help you. But we're happy to share all these resources just to show you what we can do. There are so many ancillary services that we take care of essentially for free. Ultimately, where we are paid is if there's real estate sold. We can be investors. We have investors that may want to buy your home as is. We'd like to show you all of the avenues of what we may be able to do with all of your assets, whether selling them your own, selling them with us, selling them to an investor, keeping, renting, transferring to family. There's so many different options. So we want to make sure that we have the right connection and we could give you all of your opportunities. So we want to walk through the exact checklist that we give families so you know what to expect and what to prioritize. First step, getting your legal authority in place. You need to obtain certified copies of the death certificate. You need to locate and review the will if there was one. You're going to need to file that with the probate court, and you're going to get officially appointed as the executor or the administrator. And until that happens, you typically cannot legally make any major decisions about any of the assets. You will need to be notifying heirs and beneficiaries. You're going to set up an EIN with the IRS, and you're going to open an estate bank account. And so where we have like a strong probate attorney, this is where having a strong probate attorney is critical. And we want to make sure we help connect you with the very best ones if you do not have one already. Many people call us and they have not had an attorney yet, and others have been referred to us by our top attorneys, and others just need an attorney. We're here to help you no matter where you are in the process. As far as the real estate responsibilities, this is where things get real very quickly. First thing you have to do is secure the property, changing the locks if needed. Can you get a sign on the property if the property is vacant, of course, simply stating private property. From there, we need to notify the neighbors and or the HOA. One of the biggest mistakes that we see is vacant homes losing insurance coverage. This is a massive issue in Colorado, and it happens quite often. What do we worry about in Colorado? Some of the big things: wind, hail, fire. And if you don't have the proper insurance, I mean, I have people all the time saying, my mom had great insurance. That's great, she had great insurance. There's a vacancy clause. Most insurance policies, well over 90% of insurance policies, are not going to cover a home that is vacant for over 30 days. Sometimes it's 60. Either way, we know that these probate cases can last 4, 6, 12, even 18 months. If that home is sitting vacant and you don't have the proper coverage, you as the executor can be held liable by the decedents, your family, your friends, can be held liable if there is a fire, if there is hail damage, and the insurance does not cover it. So that's something we want to talk about and keep in front of you. All other things that we're going to coordinate: landscapers. Are the sprinkler systems blown out? Is the property being mowed if it snows? Is the water turned off? And who is shoveling to make sure people don't know that that property is vacant? We have locksmiths, insurance agents, sprinkler blowouts, anyone and everything that you may need. Estate sale companies, clean out companies, anything that you may need with the house. Once you secure the home, you need to gather documents: deed, mortgage info, HOA details, taxes, insurance. And from there, we're going to start evaluating: what is the home worth? What condition is it in currently? And what are your options? Because you have choices. Again, keep it, rent it, sell it on market, sell it off market. We want to walk through families through all of their options so you know what's going on. And now we're going to shift into managing the estate financially. You need to create an inventory of all assets, all debts, all of them. It's very difficult to do, and it's very time consuming. You need to continue to pay your key expenses. What are your expenses? Mortgages, utilities, taxes, insurance, and that's just on the house. If there's other assets, vehicles, you still need to be paying the insurance and for the actual, the car payment that may be there, not to mention the other assets. And you need to cancel many other services. Things people don't think about. They keep paying for cable, subscriptions, Netflix, Amazon, deliveries. We want to make sure that all those are taken care of. You're also going to be filing your final tax returns, paying creditors, and eventually distributing the assets. And this is where organization matters, and where things can definitely go sideways if not handled properly. You do not need to do all this alone. A strong team is going to include, for you in this, a probate attorney, a real estate agent with probate experience. Anyone can put a sign in the yard, but you need that probate experience for this very unique situation. A CPA or financial advisor. We're going to have the right title company. We need appraisers for all of the assets. Again, we need contractors and estate sale companies. Big part of what we do is connecting families with the right people at the right time. If selling is the right decision, there's a few key things to know. You may need court approval depending on the situation. The property needs to be properly disclosed. So on a seller property disclosure, we'll go over that. Offers need to be reviewed with the entire team, and everything must be handled correctly through closing. But here's the key. Not every home should be sold the same way, and we help families explore full market listings, as is, investor sales, and of course, clean out and estate sales strategies. Our goal is simple: maximize your value while minimizing the stress. If you're going through this right now or think you may be soon, I know how overwhelming this can all feel. That's exactly why I created this quick checklist and why I wrote this book. If you like, again, a free copy of the book, free copy of the checklist, reach out anytime. I'm happy to get these into your hands. Or if you just have questions and need some guidance, myself and my business partner, Christy, who couldn't be here today, but Christy Libertor, we're always here to help. You don't need to do this on your own. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to help. We want to make sure that you are properly covered via attorneys, via real estate, via everything. And we also obviously always have to mention this video is for educational purposes. It's not legal or tax advice. And please always consult with a qualified attorney or financial professional regarding your specific situation. Thank you again. Again, you can find my information in the box below. Eric Grunwald, Colorado Probate Solutions, and Realtor with the Impact Group and eXp Realty. Feel free to call me anytime, 720-466-3593. I do look forward to hearing from you, and hopefully we can help you out. Have a good day.